this week I was out at dinner with my family, and on the table next to me was a young man, Australian man, who noticed us there and said, "Oh, by the way, I'm rediscovering my faith. At the age of 12, I decided I wanted nothing to do with faith. I told my parents to unroll me from scripture class at school, and from the age of 12, I switched off from faith. But now, in my late 20s, I'm starting to rediscover my faith." And so I said to him, "Oh, so what is it that happened that made you want to rediscover your faith?" And he said that he's part of this club, this group of guys who like playing board games. And so they wanted to find a hall to play their board games in. So they contacted a church and asked the church if they could use the church hall for their board game meetings. And the priest of the church said to them, "Yeah, you can use the hall." They asked, "How much?" He said, "Look, I won't charge you under one condition. You let me come for the first 5 minutes of your board game night to read the Bible to you guys and do Bible study." So they thought, "Oh, it's a bit weird, like we have to sit with the priest to Bible study." But they said it was like when you watch YouTube and there's that little ad at the beginning and you have to wait for the ad to finish. They said they considered it like the little ad, you have to wait for it to finish. And so they signed up. And each week they'd go to this church and the priest would come and read to them the Bible and explain it. And he said the words of Scripture I felt were powerful. The reflections that the priest were giving were heartwarming and touching. And it really made me rethink everything. He stopped going to these board games in this hall, and this priest probably doesn't even know that this person has now awakened in him his faith once more. The harvest are few. You might be thinking, "Oh, but what could I do anyway? Like, what's in my capacity to do? I'm not a servant, I'm not an ordained minister, what could I possibly do in my capacity?" My first graduate job after university, I started at this company, and there was a manager there that was so nice, so kind. And every time I worked with him on a project, I felt this person is really special. And I thought to myself, this guy, he must be a Christian. You can't be that nice and not be a Christian. And one day I was working with him at his desk, and I discovered there was a Bible on his desk. And so I thought, I knew it. I knew this guy was a Christian. So I go, "Oh, you're a Christian, you have a Bible?" He goes, yeah, I'm a Christian, I have a Bible. And he goes, "You know why I put that Bible there?" I go, "Why?" He goes, "Because I want people to notice it so they can ask me so I can talk about Christ. It's my opening. Anyone says any comment about my Bible, I go, oh, let me tell you about my Bible. Let me tell you about Christ." He goes, "You should try it. You should do that." I go, "Oh, are you serious? All right." So I went, I got a Bible. I put it on my desk at work. I couldn't concentrate. I was so scared anyone's going to see it. What am I going to say if they ask me about it? It was really scary. But it's an opportunity to speak, to be a laborer in his harvest. Anything small in my own capacity, I can become one of these small laborers. The harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few.